Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to quickly go over Leetcode number 78 subset. So today I will only cover the solution 1 of the Leetcode. So you can see that the solution 1 is called Cascading, and it's like the code is really simple, but it took me a while to figure out how it works. So let me just let you know here. So say your initial numbers are 1 to 3, and as you've already know that given integer nums return all the possible subsets. The solution set must not contain any duplicate subset. So what solution 1 means is that, well, if you initialize your result array as an empty array, 2D empty array, so basically, like, the first thing you do is that so why is it empty array initially? Because you can see that like all this, like no matter is example 1 or example 2, it start with an empty array. So initially your result would be the empty array, right? And then what you do is that you for each element in your original numbers, you like kind of like copy what you have in your last step, and then so basically this is what you have in the last step, right? So you copy that and put the number you currently at and add it into the number. And once you've done that, then you go to the next step. So next step, you also like copy what you had in your last step. So this is what you had in the last step. You copy that, and then you add this number into all of last steps. So here you put 2, here you put 2. Okay, so you are done with this number, and then you go to the next step. So for the next step, it's the same. You copy, so this is, right, this is what you have in your last step, right? So it's the same. You copy what you have in the last step, and you add this number you're currently at into all of that. And once you iterate through all of the array, then this should be the result. You can compare this to this one, right? So empty and 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, right? So it's exactly the same. So this approach is not intuitive, because it's very hard to think that, oh, you just need to go through each element and copy what you have and then put it inside of the last iteration result, right? So this is probably not how human beings like think when they do subsets problem, but this algorithms somehow just work. So basically you just like copy what you have in your last step and add the current element into the last output, right? So, and you can code that up. So as I said, initially you initialize your result array as an empty array, 2D empty array, and then you iterate through each of the element in your original nums, right? So and your current result list, so for example, initially is empty. Your current result list will be plus equal to so what you have already plus what you want to add. So it is actually going to be y for y in result. So it's actually okay. Actually, it's x plus y. So what this is a little bit confusing, right? So take a look at here. So initially you have an empty array, and your result is plus equal. So it means that your result is it has the empty array already. So this right part is only this part, right? What you have that you want to add. Basically, you just add your current x. So your current 3, you add it into your y. So what is y? Y is the last iteration. So in this case, y is an empty array. So you add 1 into the empty array. So right now this will become 1, right? And let me give you another example. Say it's in this iteration. Right now you are iterating to 2, right? So what's your result currently? Your result is your last one, right? So your result plus equal to this part. This part is what is this part, and you're adding 2 into it, right? So for empty array you add 2. For 1 you also add 2.